Hey, welcome back to 2DG. 2DG.
California passed recreational marijuana use. I still can't buy alcohol on Sunday. Thanks, Indiana.
What did Illinois end up doing? They passed too, didn't they? For medical or something? I don't remember which they did.
Another state did too. I don't know, but
Florida.
yes.
I was kind of surprised. A lot of old people down there with glaucoma, I guess. So anyway, Ben, be getting a hold of you. Ship it out. No. Just kidding. So we got a beer review, okay?
Yes.
So what do we have?
Today we have Immort Ale from Dogfish Head.
And admittedly, Dogfish Head's one of those that has become so big, it's almost like talking about one of the big breweries. You know what I mean? When in the craft scene, when it's like I almost feel a little jaded bringing it up because it's not. God, it's everywhere. Thank God.
It says vast in character, luscious and complex. This smooth, full-bodied ale reveals interwoven notes of maple, vanilla, and oak. So, let's see if we can pick out any of that BS.
It's Dogfish Head, and you call it BS.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Remember we did that beer review that everyone else hated? Beer Geek Nation called it a drain pour.
Oh God, fool.
Tisk tisk.
So, like I've said in other videos, Dogfish Head to me is like the culinary master. They produce things that are just perfect, but exceptional and beyond what the average brewery does. You know, I mean, they do it well, and they do it above and beyond what the normal brewery attempts.
Yeah, man. Oh wow, mine's murky as hell. Yeah.
Yours is a bit. Mine's a little clearer.
Alright, we'll do yours for the color then.
Go ahead. It's kind of a caramely,
like a ruby dark caramel color. Almost has like a kind of hint of like a, almost kind of like a tomato juice type of color to it, but not.
It's definitely got a blush wine color with caramel. It's a good color.
Yeah. I will say though, after pouring it and looking at the top of it, I'm gonna guess this is sugary as hell. I've had this beer before, I just don't remember much about it, and through no fault of it, I'm sure. But anyway, let's get an aroma.
That's the other thing I was gonna say is that Dogfish is one of those that has their own proprietary yeast, and you can always tell a Dogfish Head.
We'll see about that.
I didn't want to drop it. It made me so relaxed. It's definitely got that classic Dogfish Head smell.
Definitely getting the maple they're talking about, the generic kind of sugariness. I'm not getting much oak, anything out of it, not even, I mean, I guess a little vanilla, but to me it's masked by the maple. You do get some booze in there. This is 11%, so it's a little surprising because normally they do a pretty good job of hiding it.
That's one of those smells that on a stressful day at work, I wish I could rub it under my nose like Vicks and just sit there and smell it. And
yeah, deep caramelized.
it is, yeah.
You want to taste it or you want to keep smelling it?
I don't know. I really love the smell. It is such a relaxing, smooth smell. Yeah.
I love that smell.
I love that.
Basically follows suit. Nothing really up front. Just that it's cold. That caramelized sugar, like just regular brown sugar, breadiness just from front to back coats it. It's a little dry, but it's not nearly as dry as I thought it was going to be. You do get the maple characteristic in there too.
Hardcore.
Again, I'm not getting any oak. The vanilla, even if it was prominent, would be completely mixed or drowned out anyway.
If you got a sweet tooth.
It has like that Dark Lord sugary factor to it, that smell.
It's deep. It's a deep it's a deep beer. It's a one that's it's crafted and cared for.
This is kind of weird because it falls under the category of barley wine, but this is one of the more normal beers that they brew. I mean, strictly speaking, which is crazy that an 11% huge beer is normal. I guess the more normal version of a beer for them.
Yep. It's you're right. It is more.
The reason I say that is we have a beer de Provence from them, which is a saison over here that we still need to do, but it has lavender, marjoram, and bay leaves in it.
I forgot about that. And
Yeah.
I love bay leaf.
Yeah, so it's. You've seen us do a ton of Dogfish Head views. If you haven't, go back, watch some of them for God's sake. If you haven't heard of them, come on. But anyway. Let's go ahead and get into our ratings unless you got something else that you need to...
No,
Okay.
go ahead. I'm still enjoying.
So barley wine is the style. Style, they gave it a 95. Overall, they gave it a 67. I'm just kidding with you. It's a 98. I just wanted to see his reaction. So 95 style, 98 overall.
I was about to throw some temper tantrum here.
Oh, shoot. What are you going to give it?
What was the style barley wine?
Yeah.
It is a little different for barley wine, in my opinion. Anyway, I don't usually find the barley wines as sweet. I don't think so.
Okay. We get almost a tobacco type of aftertaste in this one.
So for the style, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give it a 9.5. No, I'm not. Really?
Give him a second. I'll get there.
I do have to admit I don't have a lot of barley wine, barley wine experience. I don't think I've got enough.
Reviewed at least 2 on.
No, but I'm saying I don't think I have enough classic barley wine, and I'm not sure how this fits in the classic definition. But I do want to give this a 10. This is just a fine crafted beer, man. If you're gonna, what's the difference between a beer and a craft beer? And you show someone this,
They're not gonna like it.
it doesn't matter if they like it. They can't deny craftsmanship. I'm sorry. This is a fantastic beer.
I'm gonna go 9.5. Reason being, I've had 2. I think we did them both this year. The Old Guardian with Pico hops from Stone, and the Behemoth from Three Floyds that were both better than this one, and I can't put this one on par with those two, and I'm pretty positive I gave those both 10s.
I admittedly have a sweet tooth.
Correct, and that's why I was kind of surprised that the Stone one I get was probably drier. The Behemoth one I feel like had some sweetness to it, but this is still a great beer. I just, knowing what I've already given a 10, I can't put this one quite there. It is complex, but I don't know. I just don't feel that it has.
I'm rating the beer on its own merit.
I am too, but at the same point, you already gave 10s.
Yeah, so I can respect that.
Overall,
I'm going to call it a 9.5, even though I think it's a 10 beer. I have this in the fridge right now. I actually do have this in the fridge, and I think it's a fantastic beer. But it's one of those that there's a lot to it, so it's not something I want to do day after day after day. So I like to vary it up, and I think things we did in the last couple videos were really good at varying that up. It gives you that switch, bam, 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 keeps your taste buds jumping, and it's just a very sweet, very well done beer. But I'm gonna go 9.5 on the overall.
I'm gonna do the same. I'll do a 9.5. Here's the thing: it's complex and it has a whole bunch of stuff in it. However, my only knock on it is they all have roughly the same flavor profiles. There's different aspects of it, but in total, it's all the same. My suggestion, and it's laughable, I know, but Dogfish Head, if you wanted to change it all, throw a chili pepper in here, because I honestly think that heat mixed with this sweetness, in my opinion,
I will admit that he's right, it would work, but I'm telling you, Dogfish Head, that the chili pepper thing's played out. Let's move on.
It's not played out if you do it well.
It's played out, let's move on.
It's not played out if you do it well.
I was kind of on the chili pepper thing, and then we had that Crime and Punishment or whatever, Crime. Whoo!
Yeah.
I'm done with that shit.
Here's the thing. You can call it played out, whatever. I don't care. If it's good, I'll drink it. I think a chili pepper in here would be phenomenal. Anyway.
You know what I think would work in here is a clove. A little bit of clove would work well.
Let's throw more of the same flavor profile into the same flavor profile.
Clove is more like a licorice, and it would really work with that sugar. I get where you're saying, something to cut it a little bit, and that's why I admit the pepper would work. Just don't go stupid with it like some places do.
I'm not saying overwhelm it.
Maybe
I'm
like
saying making it.
Like the Prairie Bomb did, where it's there and it's prevalent, but it's not.
By the way,
stupid.
What the hell? I still only get bomb around here. I get your farmhouse styles and all that. I don't want those. Give me coffee oaky. Give it back to me.
Did we do that this year? We did.
I don't remember what's going on.
That was good.
Yeah, it was a pleasant surprise too. Give me it back, or at least do some more stuff like it.
I like wood. I would. I don't like wood. I would like. No, it doesn't. I would like to sample some of the higher rated artisan style, prairie artisan ales stuff, the saison type stuff, but I don't really see it a lot.
I do.
I have to admit, I haven't seen prairie artisan ales locally. I mean, real locally, in a while.
It's solid. I guarantee a lot of people would probably hate it because it is so sweet, because their palates are awful. But
back to this.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Dogfish Head does a lot of crazy stuff that they get pooed on a lot for. But I truthfully, I don't know if I've had one that I didn't like. I wasn't a huge fan of Namaste, but it was just a wit, and I'm not a huge Belgian wit fan.
I kind of like the Namaste.
It wasn't bad. I just wasn't the biggest fan of it. I don't know that I've ever had a Dogfish Head that I haven't liked, though.
No, that's why I want to do a Delaware pilgrimage.
I really want to go to the Rehoboth.
I really want to go there because I just can't imagine what they're just throwing out in their experiments, Going, here, try this,
Well, that's what I'm saying. I want to go to the Rehoboth Beach pub just because they do so many good things. Oh, there's also another one coming out I've been looking for and I'm trying to get, other than Worldwide Stout, which I apologize, I don't remember your name of the guy who suggested it.
But it will be, we will shout it out when we do the review. Just we get it, which we're trying very hard.
I will get it. But just know that we are looking for it. But I'm also looking for their breakfast style stout or whatever it was. But they use like coffee. I want to say they use maple syrup in there too, but they also use scrapple.
Yeah. Which if you're a Pennsylvania guy, you know all about it. If you're not, we're all going.
So I'm interested to see how that plays.
I'm not even sure how that works. We're going to find out at Thanksgiving. My stepdad is from Pennsylvania. So, but I've never heard scrapple.
No.
So,
that'll be interesting.
I don't think it's not even all of Pennsylvania. It's in that Pittsburgh area.
Admittedly, I was busy around Halloween with work and then the World Series and NLCS stuff. But so we did not do pumpkin ale this year, which he's not depressed about whatsoever.
I actually thought about a couple of them.
But I actually like their pumpkin ale. I will admit I haven't had any. Yes.
Probably one of the better ones. Yeah.
Even though you said you don't like it.
No, they had. Well, I did.
There's still one from last year in the fridge.
I don't know how it ages.
We could find out. But no, we will have another idea that actually got brought up by the owner of this house. Guest. We will do at some point in time, because in another video we said we have other projects, but I want to do a side by side of the 60-minute, actually maybe 4 sides, because I think I can still get it. The 60-minute, the 75-minute, the 90-minute, and the 120. We get super drunk, but I want to do that. I think that'll be interesting.
I think that'd be fun. But just so you know, you can't add those up and get a...
Yeah, this...
That's what brought it up. We saw a tweet or something. I don't remember what it was, but some guy did side-by-sides.
Was it a guy that you know?
So they called... No.
Okay, some dumbass.
So they called it a 270-some-odd minute or whatever, and it's like, it doesn't work. See, I used to know a guy who thought if you had a 6% beer and a 3% beer and you drank them both, you had 9%.
You drank a 9%.
So, It was an inside joke.
But no, it was a great idea that it was spawned from, though, so I really wanted to
Yeah, that is a good idea.
Which, did you know they did a 75-minute?
Yes.
Screw you.
I knew.
I'm just saying.
Well, I did, but whatever. I've not seen it ever. I might have tasted it before, but I've never seen it in
I
the
don't
store.
know that I've ever had it, but I have.
I thought we had it somewhere, like
maybe. But I do know.
or something.
I do know that I can get it. So,
There you go.
we also obviously do Douchey Awards coming up. I do, depending on what plans are and whatnot, I do want to kind of do something for New Year's, maybe.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
We could even do it live if we had to.
Ooh. Watch the ball drop and.
I don't care about the ball.
Well, I do.
He's little. I mean, young. Yeah, so that is a thought. We could do something New Year's.
And we do know that this will be the last 2 weeks worth of videos, because this will be the last one. Been a little long, but
We feel we owe it.
yeah, we haven't done anything in like what 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Basically, you put out
Thank you.
1 or 2. I mean, albeit half-assed, but no, he just called me out though. So yeah.
So anyway, down below, we've got our, rate, comment, subscribe, hit that
Which you don't do, but hey,
hit that button,
change your
subscribe, hit that button, and give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It's your choice, but whatever you think about the beer, you're not rating us necessarily. Rate the beer, please.
And if you want to send us stuff, unlike that dickhead from Chicago area that said he was gonna, that didn't,
Whatever.
I'd be good with that. Don't edit that out. Keep that in. He owes it.
Follow our Twitter. You'll see what we're doing when we do it.
Untappd's linked to that as well.
Untappd is down there in the description as well. You can follow us on there. We can buddy up. We can share some beers, and you can see what we're drinking. We'll see what you're drinking. Also down there, I've got that beer map that I mentioned in a couple videos back. That's why it's in the description.
I haven't checked our description, man. We haven't had videos.
Yeah, it's down there. And it's a beer map. Primarily right now, it's the GABF 2016 winners. So if you're traveling and you're in a foreign location in the U.S. and you're like, God, what's around here that's good that, isn't your standard does, you can pull that up. You can see who won, did some stuff. We're also going to probably add layers that will be, our picks or places we visited, stuff like that. So
I don't know that by the end of this year we'll have any more, but next year, obviously, we'll have definitely more brewery tours, trips.
got to.
And are we going to do Dark Lord again?
I think we should try.
Okay.
I feel like trying. Do you?
Yeah, I mean, I do. Like, last year I was a little ill, but the weather has just been so god-awful. They did push it back, which he covered in a previous video, which should help. It is on, the day before Mother's Day, which kind of sucks.
Sucks for some of you.
Yeah.
We're close enough, we don't care. So what do you do? Yeah.
But yeah, Brewdog should be open next year. I definitely want to try to hit them because they're going to be in Columbus.
There's a lot in Ohio I wouldn't mind hitting. We need
Yeah.
to do an Ohio tour.
Yeah. Should be interesting how we
If
do
you
that.
check the GABF, you'll see big heads. What's that called?
Fatheads.
Yeah.
I love them.
They did really well at GABF.
We'll definitely try to get out to Dogfish Head. I want to get out to Treehouse.
I want to get to Columbus as well. And yeah, my plan for next year for sure is Treehouse, swing up, hit some Trillium, swing around, hit some Hill Farmstead, and
The Alchemist, which we still haven't had anything from them.
Yeah, and I love loving on this, but I really want to try some of the other stuff. Trillium.
Yeah, New York's got some good guys. Grim, other half is there too. Maine's got some awesome guys like the Maine Beer Company or the Bissell Brothers.
I've had some Maine.
Screw you. Yeah. Oh yeah. Good story. He had. What'd you have? Lunch or dinner? Which one?
I can't remember. Was it dinner?
Regardless, a world class beer, and he didn't even appreciate it for what it was.
No.
It's true.
I, in fact, messaged you and told you that it was really, really good. But it was also
zombie dust-esque.
It was, well, in fairness, it was literally the last that we could pump out of the keg. So it probably wasn't
much.
It probably wasn't primo, but it was really good, and I would like to try a fresh keg, to be honest.
Yeah. So, should be a lot of big stuff. We should, I don't think it's necessarily going to be by the end of the year, but it should be early next year at the latest. We'll pop open the Vanilla Hanji from the Floyds of 3. There's some other variants that we may be able to do, like the chili pepper one, which you weren't hugely ecstatic about.
It's true. But by God, this got long. Let's cut it.
Yeah. Alright. So, yeah, here's all our plans. Stay tuned.
See ya.
Tudici.
New Year coming. It's going to be exciting.
Stay tuned for the douchies.